spent in planes, buses, and hotels as UMass Lowell battled in Omaha. This week, the Hockey Riverhawks return to the Saga Center, and for the first time this season, it's a Hockey East opponent that comes to town. And that changes the equation just a little bit. The Catamounts of the University of Vermont provide the opposition. Both teams, UMass Lowell and Vermont, are nationally ranked. The Riverhawks sit at number 6. The Catamounts are in the number 19 slot.
It's going to be excellent competition, and they're a team that's playing with a lot of urgency. They're probably the hottest college hockey team in the nation right now. They're very deep, and they're playing with a lot of offensive weapons, getting those 4 guys back, and we're going to have all we can handle. I think there's such parity in hockey. It's such a great league that you really respect the opponent when they come in, because you know you're in for a battle.
Last weekend in Omaha, the Riverhawks split a pair of games. They lost the first night, a 5-1 loss, but turned in a solid bounce-back performance on Saturday, a 4-2 victory, a game that saw the Riverhawks get back to what the coaches often described as classic Lowell-style hockey.
I think we played a very good game on Saturday. We came back to playing with a little more urgency in all 3 zones. However, you're going to come across games that you necessarily don't feel that you've played your best. And the response is what I was most pleased with. You can come back with a great effort, then that says something about the character in your locker room.
According to the coach, the starting point is simply urgency.
Well, I think you define it in all different aspects in a hockey game. First touches, strong clears on the penalty kill, getting shots to the net, getting traffic in front of the opposing goaltender. All little things that pay dividends by the end of the season. I think it is teaching moments throughout the season. I think from Friday to Saturday, we had a lot of teaching moments on film on Saturday, and we're able to relay some thoughts as to how we can be better on Saturday. And fortunately for us, they were able to execute those thoughts. You learn a lot about your group and how they respond to situations. Whether you win or lose is not as important as learning from a certain situation, because as the season progresses, you want your team to improve. So you have an opportunity to be the best team at the end of the season. And learning from different situations you've gone through is what you're really grasping at as a coach. And hopefully we learn from a lot of those situations, so we do have that opportunity at the end of the season. We learn that we can respond from a lackluster effort, number 1. We learn that the upperclassmen can take a hold of a game and lead by example. And certainly different aspects of our game improved, and that's the direction we're headed.
Powering the Riverhawk offense this year has been the line of Joe Gambardella with C.J. Smith on the left, John Edward on the right. The trio's been together for 7 of the Riverhawks' 8 games this year. They've scored 13 goals and 29 points. Gambardella and Smith are among the nation's leading scorers. They are 2 and 3 in Hockey East. What makes a line work? Sometimes it's just a hunch that the coach has.
Well, you have hunches as a coach that different guys will complement each other. And, we felt that that line could complement their individual skill sets, and it's worked out that way. But a lot of times it's just a hunch as a coach on how certain guys will end up complementing each other. And you get a feel for the chemistry, because as much as you want to analyze the different skill sets and put them together, sometimes it makes absolutely no sense on why they can't complement each other. And 3 guys who are all left shots, who all have a similar skill set, play great with each other. So really it's a chemistry within the room, and sometimes guys just feed off each other, and that's the case with that particular line now.
UMass Lowell in Vermont this weekend at the Saga Center, and as far as the coach is concerned, after a weekend in Middle America, it's nice to be back home.
Yeah, it's great to be back home. We're looking forward to our home fans cheering us on. Vermont's a great opponent. I'm sure they'll bring some fans of their own. So I encourage everybody to get their tickets early so they can get into the building, because it should be a great weekend of hockey.